out at all, and the mutas continue to fly around the map checking for any sort of drops. The sensor tower goes up in the middle, and there are a lot of Marines moving. Oh no, bad engagement. There's the scan, a bunch of Marines.
Man, just to get one set, and it looks like he will end up getting that 2 fungal growth, killing all of those Marines. If Sheth can do that a couple more times, he'll be in great shape. He has a lot of Zerglings and Infestors on the field.
And he's going to move forward, pick off another tank. There's one very, very low. We'll get that one as well. However, his muta count just seems to be dropping at a rapid rate. He's going to lose an Overlord in the middle, and right now the Zerg is at 190 supply. Here comes the assault, sieging up on the third base here. And does he have enough units? He's got a few very low Infestors, and these Marines are spread out quite nicely. In come the Lings for the assault, but so many tanks on the hill and more in the back. Great fungals coming out by Sheth.
Sheth demolishes this push from Zjow, managing to clean it up, saves his third base, but loses a decent amount. We see that hidden left wing expansion, I suppose I should say an undiscovered wing expansion, really helping Sheth boost that economy. That hive is now done. No greater spire getting started for Sheth, but that's definitely going to trigger Zjow to get that reactor on the starport, begin producing out Vikings by the dozen to hopefully withstand that inevitable swell of Broodlords. But at the same time, Sheth might just favor going for Ultralisk. No, he will be going for the spire, does want those Broodlords. Incredibly strong upgrade.
Now we'll see one Infestor almost getting taken out at the middle. He'll throw out some infested Terrans. Free tank for him. Marines are going to move forward. We have 2 Thors there in the pack as well. And with that sensor tower up, gosh, it just gives so much information right there. And it's in such a great position. It's very, very hard to take out, even blocked with that missile turret as well. So more Infestors just kind of being cute here and throwing out some infested Terrans towards the siege tanks to get them to fire right on top of themselves. And more mutas coming in to this third base. Looks like he will be able to take this out, and I'm not sure that got canceled. I think it actually did.
A lot of Marines from Zjow repelling all of these Mutalisks. The Thors in the middle still helping to manage that Mutalisk movement. Mutalisks can't sort of swing through the middle freely and just dodge the Marines. The Thors will shoot them down. We see that Zjow is at 2-1 upgrades with the 2-2. Nearing completion, has to be really careful about those Infestors if he catches that even a little bit. Oh no, he's going to lose the 2 Infestors. Some uncharacteristic misclicking going on by Sheth.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, Zjow has some really good tank placement. It's kind of all over the place, but his spread is very, very nice. He's going to go ahead and box this Thor up, and there's also a missile turret there, but he will take some heavy damages. And, he doesn't take out the missile turret. It will finally go down, but it gets a couple of extra shots off on his retreat, and he did have to kind of swing around the back. We got more Lings moving over to this Marine, take him out because looks like the other wing expansion has been taken. So Sheth taking both sides. Of course, this spread out, and with Terran kind of controlling the middle, they can go back and forth and try to pick and choose their battles and pick off one of those hatcheries.
This is a very intimidating looking force from Zjow. It looks like, he gets a huge amount of Marines and fungals. Will he get the other set? And he gets almost all of the Marines. Amazing fungals by Sheth. And here comes out Broodlord number 1. I don't think Zjow realizes it's the only one that is on the field right now. The Infestors will fall, and the 2 infested Terrans push back the whole army.
They do. They are the hero infested Terrans right there now. A few more Corruptors are out on the field, more Lings. His Infestors have really done well here in the later battles, taking out a lot of those Marines, but there's a couple very, very hurt. I'm assuming he's going to want to get some more Broodlords in there as well. He is starting to get that Viking production up. He still has the mutas around the map too, but he seems like he's been able to shut down Zjow's attempt to get this third base over here. He's got 4 burrowed Lings there, making it impossible to get a command center down.
Again, very, very nice little tactical move. Sjow now moving out with a medevac and a whole bunch of Marines just to clear the way, just to make sure that there's nothing that could possibly impede this. Couple Overlords here, but other than that, absolutely nothing at this expansion. Sheth has a very interesting rally point that will allow him to send things to this expansion quickly enough, but not before those Marines clean that expo up. And in the meantime, the burrowed Zerglings doing a great job delaying that expansion. And there they go, picking off the turrets. And it looks like the Infestors are trying to regroup. Looks like he's going to have to spend some fungals on it, and at the same time, it looks like this Thor, some great micro, is actually going to lose all of his Mutalisks.
Oh my god, beautiful, picking it up and then dropping it back down. Bunker going to go down. The Mutalisk count has gone down to 3, losing his large pack that he had remaining. More Thors out. He's starting to really ramp up those drop ships a little bit, and that has forced Sheth to move almost his entire army over to this right wing expansion. Now there are several Broodlords out, but that means he's going to be mixed up just a little bit. He's using Zerglings to defend the other side, and he will stop that drop. In fact, he'll even take out that medevac, even though he only got the 1 mutant and a couple corruptors, and another drop over on the side. But I think we've also got an assault on both wing expansions.
And it looks like Sheth a little bit distracted, incorrectly sending those Infestors in first and losing them, and now it looks like Sheth doing a very smart sack on this expansion, trying to reposition himself. He has a lot of Broodlords out on the field, but really hardly any upgrades at all. His Evolution Chambers only upgraded 1 single +1 melee. All of the Marines of Sjow are now advancing forward, picking off this expansion. It looks like Sheth has a good amount of units up here at the north, and it's just going to try to delay this as long as possible. Infested Terrans continue to wail away, and here comes the huge Broodlord force in mid.
Yeah, there are 8 Vikings, or were 8 Vikings around, so now only 5 remaining. We're going to see some more units falling down here. Queen will go down, and not sieged up. These tanks are going to try to do the damage, but they are going to go down oh so quick, and Sheth wins another battle. The Broodlord's starting to accumulate up, and here we go. 7 Vikings are somewhere, but I really don't see them helping out too much. We got 3 in the back over here. There a fungal goes down. And damage to these Broodlords is really what Sjow needs to get done right now. There 2 more do fall. More Lings are streaming in, but this army is starting to thin out a bit.
We are seeing that Sjow essentially only has 1 set of resources. Look at his gold. Look at his natural. He is virtually broke. He's going to have a trickle of units at best. Those 3 Mutalisks now just starting to come in, and Sjow only seems to have these 2 Thors doing some nice micro, but here comes some more Infestors, and it looks like trapping those Vikings even. The medevac trying to unload. He loses it all, and right now Sheth is in a dominating position.
He is. You know, he lost that left wing expansion, but he managed to save the one on the right. He left a Broodlord there. He's got good saturation. He's mining very well, whereas Sjow right now is running out. He's got just this 300 and 400 left on the gold. There might only be a couple more pushes left here for Sjow. It looks like he knows that he's got to do something about this particular expansion over on the right. And look at this, tank siege up. Broodlord will come out, start to do some damage right away, but the rest of the army comes out. Fungals do go down. He needs to be a little bit patient here. We got Lynx coming in from the back as well to help out with the battle, and he will lose everything once again. I guess eventually he's just not going to be able to produce the army that he needs, and I don't know where he's going to get another command center from.
Sjow is losing by such narrow margins, only a handful of roaches remaining, but I don't think Sheth quite realizes how far ahead he is at this point. Sheth having this base completely locked down with those spine crawlers, doesn't have this left base reestablished, but now is going for his own gold, and with those Broodlords floating over the center valley, that is almost a guaranteed expansion to stay alive.
Yeah, now the long distance mining has to start here for Sjow, sending all of his SCVs over. He is moving this orbital command, but keep in mind one thing that Sheth has done an amazing job of in this game is denying this 3rd expansion. We are going to have SCVs taken out. There's only a very small force left here, and oh, hey, the Lings managed to burrow yet again, and oh my god, he's got to land that and get the scan off, and no, he still can't.
It's actually going to be surprising to see how long it takes Sjow to realize that there's some burrowed Lings there. It looks like there's finally, he ends up doing, it looks like he kills one of his own SCVs to try to kill off these Zerglings, but still no land. And there's the land, the scan, and now he's going to land this other orbital command. And in the meantime, we've seen just more and more Broodlords pile up for Sheth. He's now at 9 Broodlords, 6 Infestors, and hardly any other units.
Dude, Sheth is going to win this, man. The Broodlords are coming out. Corruptors here to help. There are 3 Infestors and a few Lings. Right here, we've got 2 Orbitals, a couple of tanks in the back, and I just can't imagine. It looks like they're going to be attacking each other's expansions here. And ouch, here come the Broodlords. They're going to do an enormous amount of damage. Tanks are going to unsiege. They want to run away from there as quickly as they possibly can. SCVs are going to get targeted now. I think this force over on the right side is going to go ahead and try to attack. Broodlords do some damage. He's going to need to get at least a fungal off or 2 with the Infestors. And he does manage to pull it off.
That's a good fungal, and a lot of Zerglings swinging in from the left side. Sjow seems to have absolutely no answer to it. The third base cannot get up, and there's the good game. Sheth securing yet another win in his group play. He is currently undefeated, 2-1 against Moonin, 2-1 against Kiwikaki, and now again 2-1 against Sjow. It may not have been the prettiest wins, but you know what? They're wins. And there's Sheth waving happily. Should be very pleased with himself.
He should be very proud.
Playing that well in a high-pressure situation, you know, it's kind of funny. When he just had to sit down and execute his build straightforwardly, that's where all the mess-ups were.
And Sheth going to get a lot of love from the crowd coming out of that booth after a great showing from Dignitas Sjow. Of course, this is just this championship pool, so at the end of day 1, no one's going to get eliminated. We just got a treat of seeing some amazing games today, so I have had an absolute blast. And congratulations to FXOSheth for taking that win. Very, very nice win over its opponent. You know what? We could probably rap a little bit more and talk and all that good stuff, but we got to get some sleep. We got a lot of games to cast tomorrow day.
That is correct. So whatever you do, get yourself a good night's rest, because the action will start up at 11 a.m. tomorrow, and we'll be casting all day and on Championship Sunday. Thank you so much for tuning in to 2011 MLG Columbus. I'm Day 9.
And I'm DJ Wheat, and we will see you tomorrow for Day 2 of Columbus on MLG.